Yeah. Experts warn that mummies on display in Mexico may be able to spread fungal infections to humans. Whoa.
This is my inherent fear.
Ahuka. One of the Guanajuato mummies on display at a tourism fair in Mexico City reportedly shows signs of fungal growths, and the glass case it was in may not have been enough to stop the spores from spreading. Well, now your algorithm is all spore based because you got crazy.
Cordyceps,
yeah, because
mushrooms.
because you got wild with all your zombie stuff. And the last one was like, oh, the tree infected the guy.
Uh-huh.
And now you're like, oh, the mummy will infect you. Fungus doesn't care. Like, I don't think fungus cares what it's currently living on. If it'll get you.
Yeah, it'll find a way.
It'll come for you. And I guess in this case, it happens to be on the mummy. That is a wild looking mummy, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
in a glass case
pretty
in a
cool.
museum.
Pretty like defined looking mummy.
All it needs is a wig.
Hey, dude.
Oh, sorry.
You're dressing up mummies now? Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History has warned traveling display 19th century mummies has the potential to spread dangerous fungal infection to visitors who view them. The mummies, which are on display at Museum of Mummies, date back to the 1800s. They were buried in crypts surrounded by dry, mineral-rich soil, and the bodies unintentionally became mummified. Oh, it wasn't like in Egypt. It wasn't on purpose.
Uh-huh.
The workers exhumed them. Many of the mummies still have hair, skin, and even clothes they were buried in. Wow. What a find. Because of the impressive state of their bodies, the mummies became a sensation in the early 1900s. The mummies' owners often changed the expressions on their faces to resemble shock and horror to appeal to the scary mummy trope. How do they
just manipulating
Yeah,
the
how do they
faces.
change it? The altering and display of the mummy sparked criticism from observers who thought the treatment was disrespectful and dehumanizing. That's you, Will, putting wigs. That's exactly what you just said. You're like, wow, they want to dress them up.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we get this fungal infection? What is it made of? You're going to have to scroll down further because they really want to educate us on these mummies first. Look at the hand. Ooh. Fungal spores. Aren't they going to tell us like the technical jargon? Cultural legacy, as well as for those who handle them and come in contact with them. I don't know. I don't think they're going to get too... It doesn't appear that they're going to get too technical on it. Either that or you're going to have... Oh, there it is. Fungus. According to FIL Science, the fungus aspergillus may have been the culprit. It is capable of surviving for long periods of time in dark areas like tombs. In 1970, a similar event occurred when 12 scientists opened the tomb of King Casimir of Poland. Within weeks, 10 of them had died. Researchers still... Oof. That's a... Now you know how these tropes and things come into play. Because it's like...
Dude.
You have actual events, and if it was long enough ago where they exhumed the body and then they all died, they'd be thinking it was something mystical.
The mummy curse.
Yeah, once upon a time, they'd be like, don't look at the mummy.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Meanwhile, they're breathing in spores.
Yeah. That's a different
Maybe that's
explanation.
where it came from. The mummy curse.